job, mate. Really, really well done. That was a fantastic drive. Bring it home.
Welcome to the Yas Marina circuit for the finale of another thrilling Formula One season. It's been a breathtaking year, and we end it at a track that's been the scene of many glories and heartbreaks over its history. It's time to end the season in style. It's time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The drivers will be racing here at the Yas Marina circuit through 16 corners and a lap distance of around 3.28 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in 2 places, so plenty of close racing, then plenty of speed and plenty of drama to be found in the laps ahead. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Ace lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Leclerc, Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Gasly, Oscar Piastri, Ocon, Albon, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Joe, Sargent, and Nick de Vries. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me once again for coverage of today's race is none other than the great Anthony Davidson.
And they can do it for sure, as long as they don't dwell too much on the position. At the end of the day, there's only one way to go racing, and that's to give it everything you've got. Either your best is good enough to stay in the hunt, or it's not. There's no point giving any less than 100%.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway and the track temperature looks warm. That may or may not play into some of the team's hands in today's race. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, failing that, within the points.
first position, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. Our gap behind is 3.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Your pit window will be open in 7 laps time. 19 laps to go. There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Okay, copy that. Confirmed, we'll receive you at the end of this lap.
And away we go, no problems, really smooth. Aston Martin will no doubt be very happy with that stop.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Sargent's ahead of you. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 10.8 20 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1:30.0. Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 8.0 seconds. Last of the running cars right now. Sargent ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 7.3 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Starting to catch the car in front, but we need to look after the tyres. We won't be making another pit stop. Sargent just ahead, push hard. Okay, gap to the car ahead is 2.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:31.8. Gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds. Brilliant, nice move, keep going. Ahead. Okay, gap ahead is 1.6 seconds. They're on old mediums. Okay, their tyres are 7 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:31.2. You're gaining by 2 seconds a lap. Amazing. space between you and the car behind by a few seconds a lap. Really good stuff. Shoes ahead of you now, and gap to the car in front is 0.8 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 8 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. Your last lap time was a 1 minute 31.0. Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, so the gap to the car ahead, 2.2 seconds. Behind's just boxed for mediums. Car behind on the medium tyre now. We're currently trailing our teammate by 12.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. They're in 4th. And the time last lap was a 1:30.2. Fernando is in for his stop. Leading the pack, that's P1. Hamilton's behind you now. Okay, the gap behind is 2.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, we're into the last 10 laps now. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 11.3 seconds. That's Hamilton behind, and the gap behind us is 2.6 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. Time last lap was a 1 minute 27.8. Hamilton's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. Okay, they've got 4 laps on their tyres. Your last lap time was a 1:27.8. Okay, be careful. We think you're going to start losing some tyre grip anytime now. Gap to your teammate behind is 9.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. They're in 9th place, and the time last lap was a 1 minute 28.2. First position, front of the pack. That's Hamilton behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. Your pit window is open. Pit window currently open. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left. Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 6.4 seconds. Russell behind, less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 6 laps old. Time last lap was a 1:29.5. Okay, we've got 4 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to your teammate behind is 3.7 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're in 9th place. Your last lap time was a 1:28.6. Leclerc behind. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 9 laps old, and the time last lap was a 1:29.9. That's P1. Okay, Russell's behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on old mediums. Your pit window's now open. Pit window is open. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap. We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Awesome driving today. That's 4 race wins in a row.
That's it then, they've taken the win here as we wrap up another fantastic Formula One season. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Aston Martin's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the biggest names in the sport. They're making their way out to the podium as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. Ace increases their championship lead. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
I have to give it to Ace.
Let's move on to the constructors. Aston Martin move up to the top of the standings. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.